Hello student, welcome back. Very good morning, good morning. Good morning students, very good morning. So how are you all? Have you all taken breakfast? Yes? Okay. So what's breakfast today? Boring or your favorite? Yeah? Because I today whatever I have eaten I don't like that food. But still I have to eat now. So what about you? Yes? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes. So now let's revise our previous classes. Who will tell me? No, sorry. Sneha will tell me that what we have studied in previous classes. Okay. Come on, be active and respond in the class, right? Then only this class we will feel, na? With amazing. Yes, please. Okay, we have studied about food chain. Yes, that's good. And what Samir we have studied more about that flow of energy. Okay, and how flow of energy is there. I mean, how much percent? 10%. Yes, good. So there are 10% flow, right? Okay, that's great. Now please observe this image, student. How they are dependent, please explore. Now you know very well all in the previous classes only I have taught you. So Praful will come. I'm giving you a presentation, right? And please explain, okay? Okay, yes, this is a tree. Trees are written by giraffe or rhinoceros. Okay, then giraffe was written by tiger, rhinoceros also, right? Yes, that's good. And these are the grasses are there which are written by rhinoceros or the mouse, grasshopper. Bird will eat grasshopper, and then this is the squirrel will eat the bird. Yes, these are the kite that will eat. Okay, fine, these are the things like, yes, these are the fox a snake will eat fox. These are the mongoose will eat will eat snakes. That's great, students. Yes, so these are kind of this is basically as a, yes, food chain, right? Yes. So students, do you think that only single organisms is eaten by another organisms? Only single organisms eat other organisms, or something is there or different are there? Yes. Come on. Mm-hmm. Okay, you think that one organisms that two or more organisms can eat by say that same organisms, right? Yes, that's true. It's true, student. Yes. So how they think that harmful chemicals enter our body? How do you think, students? Yes, come on. Yes, because of pesticides and chemical fertilizers. Very nice. Like this, the nowadays people sprayed on the plants of our crops pesticides. Then that was eaten by the animals, right? And even we are eating also plants, so we are getting chemicals in our body, right? And we are eating some animals also, like hen is there, right? And we drink milk of cow also, because cow is eating plants only, so we are getting some getting chemicals in our body, pesticides in our body, right? So today we are going to study about biological magnification. Okay, students, right? Yes. So students, each organism is generally eaten by two or more other kinds of organisms, which in turn are eaten by several other organisms. So instead of our straight line food chain, the relationship can be shown in a series of branching lines called a food wave. Why we are not calling it as a food chain and we call as a food wave? Why? What's the reason? Yes, yes, because yeah, that's right. Because each organism is generally eaten by two or more other kinds of organisms, which in turn are eaten by several other organisms. So it can't go on a straight, right? Because if it's, suppose this is a grass, okay, this is a grass, and this animal will also eat, this animal will also eat, this animal will also eat, then how it can go in a straight line, right? So it is just like a branching. So that is called as the food wave, right? So instead of a straight line food chain, the relationship can be shown in a series of branching lines called a food wave. The use of several pesticides and other chemicals to protect our crops from diseases and pests. These chemicals are either washed down into the soil or into the water bodies. From the soil, these are absorbed by the plants along with water and minerals, and from the water bodies, these are taken up by an aquatic plants and animals. This is one of the ways in which they enter the food chain. And if that chemicals, pesticides enter in the food chain, then that means every organisms, they are getting some kind of fertilizers, pesticides which are harmful for their body, right? Because we spread that insecticides and pesticides in our crop, and that is eaten by the and that basically goes to the water bodies or into the soil. And if the soil gets that chemical fertilizers and pesticides, so whenever there something will be grow, they will contain, and whoever will eat that part, they will get that pesticides, right? Yes. So from the soil, these are absorbed by the plants along with water and minerals, and from the water bodies, these are taken up by an aquatic animals and plants. This is one of the ways in which they enter the food chain, as these chemicals are not degradable. Okay, these are not degradable. This cannot be destroyed. This gets accumulated progressively at each trophic level, because they cannot be finished, na? So they get progress, right? From producer to consumer, consumer to secondary consumer to tertiary consumer. In this way they go on and go on. They are not getting finished, right? So as human beings occupy the top level in any food chain, the maximum concentration of these chemicals get accumulated in our bodies. You know, the things we are doing, the returning we are getting that things, because we are the one who is spraying pesticides, see, and insect and chemical fertilizers, that we are getting more and more amount in our body only. And because of us, we are getting in, we are also infected our plants, animals, and also we are getting disturbed. We are doing disturb them, right? Yes. So as human beings occupy the top level in any food chain, the maximum concentration of the chemicals get accumulated in our bodies. This phenomenon is known as biological magnification. Okay? This phenomenon is known as biological magnification. Yes. So what you have understood, whatever I have explained, please explain in your word only. Okay? Yes. All right. You have understood that how that why food chain. Why we are not called as a food chain and we call as a food wave? That's good. Other than that, what you have learned? That how these chemicals enter in our body, and if we are in the top level, so we are getting most infected. That's great. Yes, very nice. Now students, do you think our food grains, fruits, vegetables are free of pesticides after washing them, student? Do you think our food grains, fruits and vegetables are free of pesticides after washing them? Yes or no? So yes, you are right. That after washing vegetables, fruits, we that are free from pesticides, because pesticide they spray in the, but some amount we are getting because that because they are doing whenever they spray pesticides, then that will go inside the soil, and soil will provide everything, water, nutrients, minerals. So with that pesticides also goes, na? So some amount washed out, but some amount, a little amount are there which goes in our body if even after washing them. Alright? Yes. Now, which of the following constitute a food chain? Grass, wheat, mango. Grass, goat, human. Goat, cow, elephant. Grass, fish, goat. Yes. Come on. Yes, only Sameer and Sneha left. Yes, you are right. That grass, goat and human are the cycle. They constitute a food chain, right? Because grass was eaten by goat, and goat, we human beings eat goat, right? Yes. But in other options, grass, wheat can't eat grass, right? And mango can't eat wheat, right? Yes. Now same thing, fish can't eat grass and goat don't eat fish. Oh yes, like the same way, right? Yes. Now please observe this image, students. What is this? Yes, this is a ozone layer. Yes, this is the earth, this is the protective layer, and water coming here, ozone layer, right? Yes. Now please observe one video.
Hi, I'm Jeff Goldmere, GE's Fuel Guy.
And I'm Simon Blakey, the IHS Market Energy Expert.
Today we want to
Every day, as the sun shines on the Earth, it sends ultraviolet rays that can cause sunburn and sometimes damage our DNA. Like a sunscreen for our planet, the ozone layer absorbs most of this harmful radiation and protects us. But in the early 1980s, scientists discovered that the ozone layer was thinning over Antarctica each August and September. In 1987, nations around the world came together to fix the problem through the Montreal Protocol. The international treaty banned the production of ozone-depleting chemicals like chlorofluorocarbons, or CFCs. But these chemicals had been in use for decades, and they stay in the atmosphere for a long time. So, it took a while to see the effects of the ban. In 2000, the ozone hole was the largest ever observed by scientists. But conditions slowly improved. Data from NASA and several partners show a 20% decrease in ozone depletion during August and September from 2005 to 2016. In 2017, the hole is the smallest since 1988. A year later, the hole was smaller than expected. Studies suggest that the ozone layer over Antarctica should mostly recover by the middle of the 21st century.
Yes, students, what you have observed in this video? Yes? Okay, you have studied about ozone layer. Okay, other than that, what you have observed? That how the years of the ozone layer has depleted a lot. Yes, good. And what's the reason behind this trend? Due to the CFC. What's the full form of CFC? Yes, class? Chlorofluorocarbon. Good. Produced by human beings. Okay. Other than that, yes, Ormod, Himshika. It is caused due to the reaction of free chlorine molecules, okay, with the free oxygen molecules. So yes, student, you are right that ozone has depleted a lot due to the CFC produced by human beings, produced by us. It is caused due to the reaction of free chlorine molecules with the free oxygen molecules. Very nice. Now, student, ozone is a molecule formed by 3 atoms of oxygen, while oxygen, which we normally refer to as oxygen, is essential for all aerobic forms of life. You know now that how oxygen is important for us. Without oxygen we cannot live, right? Our life. So ozone is a deadly poison for ourselves, for all the living creatures, in fact for the earth. Ozone is a deadly poison. However, at the higher levels of the atmosphere, ozone performs an essential function. It seals the surface of the earth from ultraviolet radiation from the sun. This radiation is highly damaging to organisms. For example, it is known to cause, yes, have you ever read any newspaper that don't go outside the sunlight as it is harmful and it is dangerous for your, yes, girls, come on, for skin, yes, good, because they cause skin cancer in human beings. Ozone at the higher levels of the atmosphere is a product of the UV radiation acting on oxygen molecules. The higher energy UV radiations split apart some molecular oxygen O2 into free oxygen O atoms. These atoms then combine with the molecular oxygen to form ozone as shown, right? So student, how ozone is formed? Yes, ozone at a higher level of the atmosphere is a product of the UV radiation acting on oxygen molecules. The higher energy UV radiation split apart some molecular oxygen into free oxygen like O2 to O. Alright, O plus O. They split the part. And these atoms then combine with the molecular oxygen to form ozone. The amount of ozone in the atmosphere began to drop sharply in the 1980s. As you have seen in the video also, that how the amount of ozone in the atmosphere began to drop sharply in the 1980s. This decrease has been linked to synthetic chemicals like chlorofluorocarbon, very good, CFCs, which are used as, yes, where you are seeing CFC in your home, yes, good Swati, in refrigerator and in fire extinguisher, right, very good. Now, understood? Do you have any doubt? Then feel free to ask, okay? And if you want me to explain again, then please don't hesitate, ask from me. Now, why is the ozone layer get depleted at the higher level of the atmosphere, Delhi? Why? What's the reason, students? Why ozone layer day by day depleted at a higher level of the atmosphere, especially in Delhi? You have heard, no, that Delhi is very much populated, get very much pollution. It comes under fourth most populated country, fourth most pollution country. Yes, so why is the ozone layer get depleted at the higher level of the atmosphere in Delhi? Yes. So yes, you are right, because more and more pollutions are there in the Delhi, okay. Because of the pollution, the trap ozone layer are continuously making, yes, and because of the ozone layer depleted at a high level of the atmosphere, right? Yes, because UV radiation is more and more there, because they have cutted all the trees. Very good, Praful, very nice. Yes, so ozone, you know already that is a deadly poison, so obviously Delhi is in danger position now, right? So the government should have already taken many steps, but people should also take care of that because Delhi is the capital of our country, so basically we should protect our Delhi, right? Yes. And you already know what's the condition of Taj Mahal now, right? Yeah. Now, which of the following chemicals causes depletion of the ozone layer? Carbon tetrachloride, methane, carbon chlorofluorocarbon, or carbon monoxide? Yes. Which of the following chemicals causes depletion of the ozone layer? Carbon tetrachloride, methane, carbon chlorofluorocarbon, carbon monoxide? Yes. Yes, student. Yes, you are right. It's chlorofluorocarbon. Yes, Neha, why you have done carbon tetrachloride? Do you have any doubt? If you have doubt, then please ask, okay? Don't hesitate. Yes, you are right. Okay, by mistake, then no problem. So main reason is chlorofluorocarbon makes the ozone layer depleted. Yes. Now, just tell me that what kind of garbage produced at home? Yes, see, in my house you can see that only paper kind of garbage is there. And in your house, what kind of dustbin or garbage produced, student? Yes. Okay. Homes produce wet and dry waste like vegetable peels, fruit peels, milk packets. Alright. Yes, that's good. Okay, students. Now, what will happen if we wet waste is dumped in soil. Yes, if we do the waste, whatever is wet, that waste is wet, and we dumped in the soil, then what will happen? Yes, student, please respond. Yes, it will get decomposed in some time, right? So now, what will happen if the plastic waste is dumped in the soil? Plastic is dumped in the soil. Yes, the plastic waste will not decompose even for a long time. That is why, student, nowadays government is strictly prohibited of using plastic, right? So that's good that plastic waste will not decompose even for a long time. Yes, that's good. So enzymes are specific in their action. Specific enzymes are needed for the breakdown of a particular substance. That is why we will not get any energy if we try to get coal. Okay? Because enzymes are specific in action. Specific enzymes are needed for the breakdown of a particular substance. That is why we will not get any energy if we try to eat anything or coal. Because of this, many human-made materials like plastic will not be broken down by the action of bacteria or other saprophytes. These materials will be acted upon by physical processes like heat and pressure, but under the ambient condition found in our environment, these persist for a long time. Substances that are broken down by biological processes are said to be biodegradable. Okay, what is biodegradable, student? Yes, come on. Substances that are broken down by biological processes are said to be biodegradable. Yes. Substances that are not broken down in this manner are known as non-biodegradable. So comes up with the answer that of the example, which one is biodegradable and which are the example which comes under non-biodegradable. Come on. Yes. So yes, very good. Plastics comes non-biodegradable. Alright. Yes, very good. So these substances may be inert and simply persist in the environment for a long time or may harm the various members of the ecosystem. Now, how can we control our wastage? Yes, give few points, student. How can we control our wastage? By doing recycling process. Very nice, very good. Yes, by doing recycling process. If someone phone has gone broken, broken, or that phone is not working, then they can go to a mechanic or the process or that shop where recycling is there. Just go for it so that they will recycle it and the wastage will control in this way, right? Very nice. Now, the waste materials which cannot be broken down into harmless substances in nature are called as. Yes, the waste materials which cannot be broken down into harmless substances in nature are called non-biodegradable. Right, very right. Now, come to recapitulation part. Let's end this class. In today's lesson, we learned about biological magnification, ozone layer depletion, and managing garbage. Right? So we have defined biological magnification, ozone layer depletion mechanism, then differentiate between biodegradable and non-biodegradable. Then I have explained you the action of enzyme on substances. Then we have relate the effect of ozone layer depletion with daily temperature changes. Yes, and we have related the garbage produced with everyday life, right? How we can control the wastage. of the garbage, right? Now it's your homework part. Give to any two ways in which biodegradable and non-biodegradable substances would affect the environment, and what is ozone and how does it affect any ecosystem. It's activity time. Find out how the sewage in your local locality is treated. Are there mechanisms in place to ensure that local water bodies are not polluted by untreated sewage? Okay, students. Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a very great day. Just revise your earlier classes and today's classes. I will ask you in the next class. Till then, bye-bye. Goodbye. Take care. Bye-bye.